KPM. Didik TV KPM.
Finally, we are at the picnic, teacher. How are you?
Fine. I hope you're good as well.
Yes, I'm good.
Yep. Let's just put this back here.
So, speaking about picnics, right? I would ask, what's your dream vacation spot? You know, anywhere you want to go.
Of course, there are many places all over the world that I would love to go, but if I had to select one place, I think it should be Keukenhof Gardens
Wow.
in Holland. Yeah.
Wow.
It is described as the Garden of Europe, so we could get to see all the picturesque view with the beautiful tulips and roses.
I think speaking about picnic, my dream vacation spot is, I would say, Switzerland because it has mountains, it has green, so you can, picnic by the greens and watch the beautiful mountains. It's really beautiful in Switzerland.
Your description is so expressive. I think I would love to visit Switzerland as well one day.
Yes. But how do we get better at describing a place though, describing a vacation spot so we can understand the places a bit better, right?
Yeah, I think we should go and learn a little bit more about it. How about we join a full lesson on describing places?
Let's go.
Let's go.
Good day, peoples at home. How's everyone doing? Hope you're having an amazing day. Thank you so much for joining us at another episode of Didik TV KPM together with me, Divya, for English language for lower secondary Form 1 particularly. Today we are going to be speaking about the topic called a geographical description. I'm sure you have watched me and teacher together describing a vacation spot, right? Exactly what we are going to be doing today. A very exciting adventure awaits us. But before that, let's say hi to our teacher and as well as our lovely interpreter joining us today. We have Cikgu Azliana Mazuri all the way from SK Pendidikan Khas Jalan Batu B, Kuala Lumpur as our interpreter for today. Thank you so much, Teacher Azliana, for joining us. And not forgetting our beautiful teacher we have on board. Hello, teacher. We have Teacher Emira, Nabila, Ramli all the way from SMK Pasir Gudang, Johor.
Yes.
How are you, teacher?
Fine. How are you?
I'm very good, looking very beautiful.
Same goes.
Right, so when did you come from Johor?
Yesterday.
Yesterday. So was it tiring?
Exhausting, but worth the while.
Worth the while, because
Yes.
today we are speaking about traveling, right?
Yes.
So it's going to be exciting. Let's introduce our pupils, shall we?
Yep.
Please do the honors.
Okay, so I've got 4 of my pupils from my school. We've got Adlan. Can Adlan wave?
Hi, Adlan.
Okay, Hazim Faik.
Hi, Azim.
Okay, we've got Ifa Adiba.
Hi, Ifa. Say hi, Ifa.
Okay, and then we've got Hana Khadija.
Hello, Hana. Alright, there we have it. We have the pupils and we kind of understood what we are going to be doing today. But I'm going to be passing the baton to our teachers. So please tell us what we have today.
So for today's lesson, we've prepared a topic which is a geographical description. So we will be learning about how to describe places, but the aim is to enhance our vocabulary further.
Correct.
And we do include a little bit of grammar input in which we will have a look at the order of adjectives when describing places and things related to different places. Yes.
Alright.
Okay. So these are the activities. Our first activity is called a snowball activity, in which we will describe Malaysia first, and after that we'll look at the order of adjectives, and then the aim is to write an email, okay, before we do go and describe foreign countries.
Alright.
Okay, so probably we could try and ask our pupils first, how would they describe Malaysia
Alright.
based on this picture?
Alright, pupils, are you ready? So the question is, how would you describe Malaysia? So let's ask if they're ready.
Yes.
Everyone ready? So this is the one sentence question. How would you describe Malaysia? Yes. Who wants to give it a try? Ifa?
I have a try.
Yes, Ifa.
Okay, so based on the picture, I would describe Malaysia as a very futuristic country since the KLCC Tower is very similar to the skyscraper building in Dubai that is Burj Khalifa.
Oh, right. So it's futuristic, like how it is very similar to a lot of, different buildings around the world, right?
Yeah.
So we are kind of very similar to them.
Yeah, I like the fact that she mentioned another country and
Yes,
have a
Dubai.
comparison.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
So let's have a look at the second question. Do you have a dream vacation spot?
Pupils, now is your time to share all your dream vacation spot.
Teacher, can I try on this one?
Yeah, Adlan.
Okay, first of all, I really love island. But ironically, I'm scared of the ocean.
Oh.
Islands, on the other hand, they are magnificent. So, about my dream vacation spot, that will definitely be the Palm Jumeirah, or it's also called the Palm Island, which is located in Dubai. It is actually one of the 3 famous artificial islands. And what does it mean by an artificial island? Is that these islands are not formed naturally, but rather humans constructed it. So I found it really, really impressive as to how advanced our technology in architecture has become. And the reason why it's called Palm Jumeirah is because it is shaped like a palm leaf if it's viewed from above. And it gives off this dystopian, futuristic, floating city right on top of the sea. So I figure it will be a spectacular vacation spot.
Impressive.
I'm going to have to go Google that location right now and learn more about it, because what Adlan said, I'm excited to learn.
Yeah, it's
as
very
well.
intriguing,
Yes.
especially not many people have probably heard of artificial
Correct,
islands before.
correct. Yes.
Yeah, so we definitely should go and check it out.
Yes, pupils at home, please tell us, let us know what is your dream vacation spot as well. Go Google it out, read about it so you can understand and describe more about it as well.
Yep, indeed. Okay, so we've got a passage here.
Okay.
So what Adlan has done just now was he has elaborately described the place that he would like to visit.
Correct.
So we shall have a look at this particular passage here, in which the writer has written about her country, which is Greece.
All
So yeah, I'd like our pupils to skim and scan through the passage first.
Okay.
I've got a few flashcards here. If I could have the help of Tivia to
Okay.
try and just show these later.
Okay.
I would like my pupils to try and identify which paragraph mentions about landscape. Can you show landscape?
Landscape.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
So which paragraph talks about landscape? Which paragraph talks about the weather or the climate? Okay. And then we've also got places to visit in the passage about Greece.
Places to visit.
Yep. Okay, so who would like to attempt to answer this particular simple question? Which paragraph describes these 3 elements? Can we try places to visit first?
All right, let's try places to visit. And who wants to give it a try? Who wants to try, pupils?
Which paragraph in the passage talks about places to visit? Is it paragraph 1, 2, or 3?
Hannah? Anyone
Maybe
wants
Hannah?
to try?
Yeah, did Hannah raise her hand?
Okay.
Okay.
I think the paragraph about places to visit is the third one.
Okay, exactly. The third paragraph. Why do you think that the third paragraph mentions about the places to visit? What indicates that?
Because I personally can see the word monuments, and the monuments is like a building that is dedicated to a person or a scenario or something that happened. So that would be somewhere to visit.
Okay, thank you. Okay, so can we just ask our pupils, why have all these points not just been put in one paragraph? So what's the importance of having it in different paragraphs? Do we have anyone who could answer that question?
Who wants to try, peoples? Hazim?
I want to try, teacher.
Yeah, you can try.
It is important for us to make it into paragraph to make sure the organization is easier to read, and it does not get too complex if we do it paragraphic.
Yeah, it's easier for us to read, to look at the different contents, organized in paragraphs. Okay, thank you, Hazim, for that response. Okay, let's try and describe our own country.
Okay.
So we've got this picture here. Probably we could have the help of our pupils to try and write the words that they can think of when they look at this picture. This is a postcard from Malacca.
All right.
So can our pupils just write a word or phrase that comes into your mind when you think of Malacca?
So pupils, you just need to write it out, whatever that comes to your mind when it comes to this postcard, which is from Malacca. Pupils at home, please do the same as well. Get a notebook next to you and just write whatever that comes to your mind when you see this particular postcard, which is Malacca.
Okay, so let's try and have our pupils show their words that they have.
All right, pupils,
So-
can we see?
Okay, we've got historical from Hannah. What other words can our pupils come up with?
Ifa,
Ifa
Hazim,
and Adlan.
Adlan.
So let's just pick on the word given by Hannah there, historical.
historical.
Okay, so in order for us to try and enhance our vocabulary, I guess the words that they can select should be very, very expressive and very specific. For example, if you've got the word beautiful, it's a very common word.
Okay.
Big, common word. Small, common word. So probably let's just power up by giving us, more enhanced vocabulary, words which are less commonly used. Okay, so let's have our pupils try this one here, a description about Malacca.
Okay.
We've got the words that I've underlined. Okay, so we've got famous, many, hot, beautiful. Those
Yes.
are very common words.
Correct.
So let's have our pupils try and enhance.
Power up
Yeah,
the
power
words.
up if they can.
Okay.
Who would like to try for this one?
All right. Who
Malacca.
would like to try, pupils? Can I see a show of hands? Who
Yep,
wants
a
to
show of
volunteer?
hands. Oh, Hannah again. Okay. So Hannah, how would you enhance this particular paragraph?
Yeah. Okay. Great. I can't. Okay. Right. Malacca is one of the most common tourist attractions in Malaysia. It has a variety of historical buildings and monuments, especially those built during the British occupation. Although the climate is mostly warm during the day, at night Malacca is exceptionally picturesque with the lights emitted by color.
Try shows.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. Thank you so much, Hannah.
Yeah. So Hannah has chosen words like common for the word famous, a variety of for many, and then warm for hot. And I guess she selected picturesque for the word beautiful. Yeah, if we look at this particular information that I've given here, picturesque would be a word that she can use to describe how beautiful the place is. It looks like a painting. Okay, so that was a good attempt by Hannah. Okay, let's try another one. This is an island. Okay, so any one of you would like to try and power up for this particular paragraph?
Come on, people. Anyone wants to power up this paragraph? Who wants to
Can
try?
I try for this one?
Okay,
Yes,
Adlan. Yes.
Okay, wait. Sabah has tons of islands that are simply stunning. On the island, there are great villages surrounded by some picturesque mountain scenery. The azure blue water is indeed tempting for both local and foreign visitors to have a swim in the sea.
Okay, some very interesting words given to us there.
Yes.
Azure blue. Do you know what the color is? Can we imagine?
I could only imagine.
Okay, so other options, so Adlan has given a very good attempt there. So other options that we can have for the word many, maybe a myriad of islands. And then Adlan has chosen the word picturesque. We could also have panoramic, scenic. And for the word nice is definitely not advisable.
Yeah.
Maybe we can have other like quaint villages, dramatic mountain scenery. So that would be better. Okay, so
All right.
yeah.
Thank you so much, teacher. And I would highly encourage people at home as well to have a better understanding on how to describe your vacation spot a little bit better with power-up words, right? That's what we are doing today. And we'll take a very short commercial break, and we'll be back to understand more about those words, right? We'll be back.
Didik TV KPM.
Pupils, did you manage to think about the vacation spot, your favorite vacation spot, and how to describe it? And today we are here at TV KPM for English Language Form 1, learning about the geographical description together with me, Tivia, and teacher Emira. Hello teacher, welcome back.
Yep.
So please tell us, I'm sure there's a lot of different props that I see around, and are you going to be bringing us to a different country or what? What are we doing? I'm sure people are also excited. Please tell us.
Okay, so for this particular segment, we are going to have a look at the order of adjectives when we describe things related to different places.
Okay.
So I've got a few things there.
Yes, I see beautiful things.
Yeah, merchandise
Okay.
that probably we could try and attempt to describe, but I need Tivia's help to select
Okay.
one.
All right.
At
All right.
least.
So anything.
We've got a London bus, a
Okay.
miniature one. We've got mini cottages,
Okay.
postcards of lake, as well as a camel. Which one should we describe first?
Probably we could start with the bus since I picked it.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
So we've got our miniature bus here. So if our pupils would like to describe the bus, what are some of the words that they can come up with? We could also use some prompts here. I've
Okay.
got words like, we've got London.
Okay.
Okay. We've got the word red.
Okay.
We've got the word bus, which is the actual noun itself, the bus
Okay.
itself. And then we've got iconic as well as miniature or small.
All right.
So how do we order these adjectives?
Okay.
So that's the challenging part here. So
Okay.
who'd like to try and use this particular table here as your reference? There will be the order that you should follow. Who'd like to try?
All right, pupils, who wants to try?
For
I would
the
like to give it a try, teacher.
okay, Hazim would like to try.
Okay, so a distinguished red bus route.
So, Hazim, you have decided to use your own word, a distinguished red bus.
Yes, distinguished.
Okay, so distinguished falls under which category?
Opinion.
Distinguished, and then the color, red.
The
Okay.
color scarlet red.
Okay, so that's interesting. Scarlet. Okay, let's see whether we can write it. Okay, it's scarlet red
Okay.
color. And then origin maybe, Hazim? Where does the bus come
Origin,
from?
London.
London. Okay, so a distinguished scarlet red London bus. Okay, how about the word that we have here? Would you put iconic first?
Yes, iconic.
Iconic, and then
An iconic
red.
scarlet red bus.
Okay, so an iconic scarlet red London bus. Okay, so thank you. So that was an attempt by Hazim following the order of adjectives. Okay,
All right.
so it's a bit tricky, right?
Yeah,
Sometimes.
now I'm starting to understand a bit better regards to
Yeah.
describing a place.
Okay. Can we try another item?
Yes.
Okay.
So let's go with the cottage.
Okay, the cottage. So we've got the cottage here. Okay. So the words that we have for cottage, yes.
Okay.
Okay. Can
So
we have a look? Okay, what words do we have?
We have quaint,
quaint, tiny, English, porcelain, and then the cottage itself. So how do we organize it according to the different columns?
All right, pupils, who wants to try? Can I see a show of hands? Who wants to?
Let's have a look at whether they understand which category does porcelain come under. Porcelain is a material.
Okay.
Okay, so
You used to make.
yes, used
Cottage.
to make the miniature cottage.
Okay.
Okay. Anyone would like to try?
That's English.
Can I give it a go, please?
Okay, Hannah would like to give it a go.
All right.
How do you describe the miniature cottage?
So I'll start with the word quaint. That will fall under my opinion. So quaint is an opinion. For the size, it is tiny. And then its origin is English. And then lastly, the porcelain falls under material.
All right. Hannah, do you suppose like you have another word that you would like to use for quaint? What do you understand from the word quaint?
I'm not sure. Quaint for me is kind of just beautiful.
Beautiful, yeah, in an old-fashioned kind of way. So beautiful. Okay, so let's have words like probably old-fashioned cottage here. Old-fashioned. Okay, another word for it would be quaint that we have used just now. Okay, so quaint, and then porcelain. Does English come first or porcelain come first?
English.
English comes
Okay,
first.
English is the origin, and then the porcelain cottage. Good job by Hannah.
All right, good job. I almost answered for Hannah as well. Good job, Hannah.
Okay.
All right, so shall I pick another one?
Yes, can we try a camel next?
Okay,
maybe.
please.
Yeah.
where's
So
the
that
camel?
is a
Oh,
fridge magnet. Okay. Okay.
This camel looks fancy, peoples.
Fancy.
Okay, so I'm going to leave
Can
the...
you shuffle the words first before our pupils try it out so that?
Yes.
Okay. So let's just shuffle it first.
Okay.
Okay.
So
and then
some
let's
of the
show
words
them.
we have.
Okay. We have the word Egyptian.
Egyptian.
Okay. What other words do we have?
And we have mini.
Mini.
And then we have
Yellowish brown.
Okay.
Ah.
And then we have camel.
The camel itself.
Okay.
Okay. So who would like to try for this particular item here, a fridge magnet? Which one do we put first? Okay,
Pupils,
Adiba.
anyone wants to try? Yes.
I
Ifa.
see. Yeah, Ifa.
Go ahead, Ifa.
So I would say that camel came last.
Okay, of course. So because it's the thing that we're describing.
Alright, and then I say that yellowish
Come
came
again?
first.
Yellowish.
Yellowish. Okay, because it's the color, right?
Yes.
So we've got color here, yellowish. Okay, next.
Yellowish
and the
brown.
next, I would say that mini.
Mini, where does it come?
Mini will come.
Under?
Mini will
Opinion,
come
size?
second.
For mini, is it opinion
Oh,
or size?
size.
Ah, okay, size. Mini. So mini comes first. Okay, so mini, yellowish brown, camel. Anything else you'd like to add? What about the
I would
origin?
say that's all.
The origin of the camel?
Yeah, origin.
It's from...
It's
Where
from?
is it
The
from, Ifa?
origin of the camel, I would say Egyptian.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, so good. A mini yellowish brown Egyptian camel. Okay.
All right.
So let's just show the full answer here. Okay. So
there you go.
yeah.
All right, pupils, let's have a quick look at the order of adjective that we, understood from, bus, lake, camel, and different words in the order of adjectives. Right, so with that, we are going to be taking a very short break, and I'm sure as the lesson goes, it's also very exciting as we learn about the adjectives. So we'll be back. Don't go anywhere, all right? Stay tuned.
KPM.
The joy of seeing the world, the joy of seeing different places around the world is what makes life more interesting, right, pupils? With that, today we are speaking about a geographical description, describing each place, each location that we see and how to describe it with a power-up. That's why we have Teacher Emira with us. So, hello, Teacher Emira. Please tell us what we have for this segment. I see a lot of postcards,
Yes.
from different countries.
Yeah.
Yes.
The reason is because we will be flying overseas, abroad.
We'll be flying overseas. Okay. How do we do that?
Okay, so how do we do that? Our pupils have received one postcard each,
Okay.
in which they have to imagine themselves being an overseas student. Okay, they have to write a postcard or an email to their family in 80 words. And in that particular email or postcard, they have to describe the place as well as the merchandise that they have bought for their family.
All right.
Can our pupils show their postcards? Where are they from?
Pupils. Can we see the postcard? We're going to be imagining. Yeah, we're going to be in an imaginary world today.
Yes. Okay. So Hazim is from London, I believe. Okay. Adlan, Edinburgh, Scotland. That's the Edinburgh Castle.
Okay.
We've got Hannah from New York City, and Diba will be from Egypt, Cairo, Egypt.
Okay.
Okay. So this will be our outline of the email or the postcard that they will be writing. We've got the greetings for paragraph 1. Paragraph 2, they will be mentioning the weather or the climate, places to visit or landscape. Okay. If possible, we would like to see how they would like to compare it with Malaysia. And for paragraph 3, they will be describing the merchandise like what they did just now. And last but not least, it will be the closing for paragraph 4.
All right.
Okay, so let's just have a look at an example first, and then we will ask our pupils how do they wish to write their email. So as you can see here, I've got the words that we have underlined. For example, the word winter, it's freezing. Okay, that would be describing the weather or the climate. I wonder if our pupils are aware of what's the difference between weather and climate. Would they be able to tell us?
Anyone wants to try? Yeah, pupils, what's the difference between
Can I give it a try?
weather and climate? Yes.
The difference between weather and climate is weather is more short-termed, whereas climate is long-term.
How would you describe the climate in the place that you're at? Imagining where you're at right now.
I am imagining I am in New York City, so currently it is winter time, so it'd be freezing cold.
Yes.
Freezing. Yes, the same like this one here. Okay, we've got places to visit like the Eiffel Tower, and the way that you can describe the Eiffel Tower, majestic, breathtaking. It looks surreal. It looks like it's not real.
Yeah.
Okay, and then for the merchandise, okay, you can have adjectives in front of it, like a brown leather jacket. Okay, so right now probably what we can do is we can ask our pupils to try and share with us how would they write their emails.
All right. So
Okay.
it's going to be an email, right?
Yes, email
All
or
right.
postcard.
All right,
Yes.
email or postcard. So pupils, can we see if anyone is ready with your email or postcard? Please tell us. Show. Can we see a show of hands? Then we'll read your postcard or your email. Who's ready?
Okay, probably we can have Hazim first. Maybe you can
Hazim?
try.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, so what would be your greeting? What would you say?
Just read it out loud.
Yeah. Maybe you can start.
Hazim's postcard is in London, right?
Yeah, from
Okay.
London.
So we're going to be listening, imagining Hazim is from London. So please tell us, Hazim.
What would you write for your greeting?
How do you do? I hope you are as fit as a fiddle. I am euphoric to receive an email from you.
Euphoric. I am,
Euphoric.
happy and jubilant. So those are the words that Hazim has used to try and power up in the email writing. Okay. Let's have a look at paragraph 2 right now. Maybe Adlan would like to share. How would you describe the place in which you're at in your email or postcard?
Adlan?
Since I'm from Scotland, so I just start with my postcard. Let me tell you a bit about my marvelous experience here. One of my favorite spots here would be the Arthur's Seat. And once I reached the top, I was stunned with the view that greets me. And the next place I went to was the Edinburgh Castle. You know how much I love history, right? There I learned a lot about the history of that ancient building.
So Adnan has used the word ancient to describe the castle. I'm pretty sure that he would also like to use words like majestic for the castle. Thank you, Adlan, for that very elaborate response. How about Hannah? What would you say when you are writing your email from New York? Maybe mentioning San Francisco or New York itself?
Okay. Currently in New York, it's freezing cold since it is winter time. Since we live in the equator for my whole life, this weather is really out to get me. My favorite place so far that I have visited is the Empire State Building. I think you might know about this place since you are a big Percy Jackson fan, and it has been featured a lot in pop culture. The landscape here is very drastic towards the ones that we are used to in Malaysia. There is next to no natural grass if it's not at a park like Central Park.
So definitely,
I think it's really freezing for Hannah right now. She's wearing a sweater.
a very warm, a very warm coat right there.
Really living in. But where is Hannah from again?
New York.
New York, yes.
And living some other people's dreams as well.
Yes.
Many people would be, dreaming about studying abroad. Yes. Okay. So thank you, Hannah, for that response. We've got paragraph 3 that we might want to have, some opinions from our pupils. What would they buy from the places at which they're at?
What would they buy?
Yes. What sort of merchandise, souvenirs that they would buy? Okay. Who would like to try and share with us? Hazim, maybe what would you buy from London?
Hazim.
Yes, teacher.
Yeah.
Apart from that, I have bought a few pieces of merchandise for you guys. I got an exquisite fridge magnet of the Big Ben clock for mom, and a keychain of the King's Guard for dad.
I'm pretty sure that will make Hazim's mom, feel like she wants to go to Buckingham Palace, looking at the changing of guards there. Okay.
Yes. I think magnets are huge merchandise that you can buy anywhere, right?
Yes.
Yep.
And they're easy to put, as a collection on your fridge to just keep track of where you've been. And, have
and also
more.
to keep it to someone as a gift.
Yes, as a memento, for other people. Okay, thank you. So, that was from Hazim. Let's try and ask Adla, what would you buy from Edinburgh, Scotland? Is it a Scottish skirt or maybe a bagpipe or something?
Actually, I bought a gleaming crystal sculpture of a unicorn.
Wow. Why a unicorn though?
Yeah. Fun fact, unicorn is actually the national animal for Scotland.
Is it?
Wow.
Okay, that's interesting.
I thought unicorn is already an imaginary pet.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, that's interesting.
Scotland is, it's a different level. Thank you, Alan, for that awareness, for that, enlighten the bulb.
Eye-opener.
The bulb is there because you opened our eyes. Okay.
Okay. So, have we asked Hannah what she would buy?
Hannah, what would you buy?
I would buy some mini porcelain statues of the Statue of Liberty for my friends, a few snow globes for my parents, and also, the largest M&M store is in New York, so I definitely buy some from there.
M&M store. Yeah. Okay. How about San Francisco though, Hannah? Would it be famous for any of, the famous headquarters for any companies, based on your understanding?
Yes, I believe there's a lot of big companies there, like Twitter, Uber, I think. And since San Francisco is very metropolitan, it's very futuristic, kind of. A lot of people go there to work. A lot of people just live there only to work.
Hannah has used the word metropolitan. What does that mean? If we could ask Hannah, is it like a melting pot of different cultures? Would you say that?
I'd say so. And also kind of futuristic a little. It's unlike other places.
Yeah. Probably we can also say that Kuala Lumpur is a metropolitan city as well, very much like New York and San Francisco. Okay, so thank you for that particular response. Maybe we can try the closing. How do we end an email? How can we end an email? Okay. And let's ask our pupils how they would end.
Okay. Should we ask who wants to give it a try? To give a sample of the closing for an email or a postcard.
Maybe Adlan would like
Sure,
to
may I?
share? Yeah.
It's like short because we're out of words, I believe. Well, I guess that for today, I will most definitely write more to you guys. I like it here, but I really, really miss you all. So I'm looking forward for your reply. Sending lots of love. Bye.
Sending lots of love and making the parents miss him more since he's not there. Okay. All right. So how about Hannah? How would you end your email or your postcard? Any words that you feel like you want to enhance so that you can get, probably if you're doing a writing assessment, maybe you can get more marks from there. What idiom or phrases that you can use for a closing?
My endings is usually very short because I'm always trying to. I always write a lot in the other paragraphs, but my ending would be, I have to go get ready. I have to go get ready for a day out at Central Park. I am definitely missing all of you, and I look forward to seeing your replies.
She's going to Central Park after this. That's why she's wearing the coat and all.
I think Anna's going for a run after this.
Okay. So other phrases that you can also use for the closing paragraph is maybe you can say that you've got chores to do, or you can say that you have to
Catch
run
up with some work.
Yeah, catch up with some work. Run an errand, which is an English phrase to show that you have to go out and buy groceries, maybe. So show that you have those English phrases so that you can try and attempt to get more marks there. Okay, if it's used correctly in the email. Let's ask Hazim. I'm interested to see what he would like to write as a closing.
Yes, Hazim.
Okay, my closing is pretty short. I have to run some errands now. I am looking forward to hearing from you. Can't wait to see you soon.
Okay. So most of them, the strategy is that they try to be very elaborate in the first paragraphs, and then the closing is rather quite very short and sweet. Okay. So we haven't heard from Ifa Adiba.
All right, Ifa, can we please hear your entire postcard? What do you have? The email or postcard? Please tell us. Share with us. I think she was having a technical difficulty. And she's
for
back.
my email and postcard.
Yes, Ifa, please continue. Yes, we can hear you.
So for my email, I write a pretty short email, so it will be easy to read and easy to understand for him, or for the people that I want to write to. So my beginning start with dear friends, and my second should I spin off?
Maybe you can tell us how you would describe the weather in Cairo, Egypt, because it's definitely a bit different from the other pupils. They are from very cold countries. How would the weather be in Egypt?
So for Egypt, actually, I didn't write about weather. I write about the place to visit, but it's okay. I can try. So I write about how hot the weather is, how sunny it is, how I need to wear a very thin clothes, so wind easy to reach me.
Okay, so a strategy, I guess, if we are answering for an assessment, a writing assessment, we might want to ensure that we cover all the points so that you wouldn't lose any content marks. Okay, so that is probably a reminder that Ifa Adiba might need. Okay, so after this, maybe Ifa can try and cover all the points so that she can score well in her email writing. Okay. So
when it comes to paragraph 2, speaking about weather, climate, places to visit and landscape, a bit of 3 is important. That's what you mean, right?
Yes,
okay.
yeah. Okay, try to ensure that they try to cover most of the content points to score full marks if we are having a writing assessment. Okay? Okay, yes. Okay, so I guess that should be it for the writing section.
Okay. All right, pupils, I'm sure in regards to postcard or email writing, we have a rough understanding of how, how different places are, how we can describe the places with a better understanding according to paragraph 1, paragraph 2, paragraph 3 and paragraph 4. So with that, we'll go for a very short commercial break and we'll be back for the final segment, understanding about a geographical description. We'll be back.
TV KPM.
We have joined at the final segment for today, learning about a geographical description together with me, Tibia, and teacher Emira. Hello, teacher.
Hi.
Right, so welcome back. I don't want to take up so much of time. I'm sure you want to give a very nice closing to this segment, so please run us through.
Okay, so for the last segment, we will try to have a look at the location of different states on the world map. Okay, so I've got 3 countries, the USA, the United States of America, France and Argentina. Can we have the help of our pupils to describe where the United States of America is on the world map?
Okay, so pupils, who wants to give it a try? Who wants to try?
Can I give it a try,
Hannah
please?
wants to. Hannah.
Okay, so based on Hannah's description, we will try and show where the United States of America is.
The United States of America is on the left-hand side of the map,
left.
right below Canada.
Okay, this is
and
Canada.
above Mexico.
Above Mexico. So it's in the middle, or between Canada and Mexico. Okay, so Hannah, what is the most famous tourist attraction in the United States of America?
It has to be New York City or maybe even Hollywood.
Oh, Hollywood. Okay, so personally, where do you want to go?
Personally, I love geography, so my preferred place to go is the Grand Canyon. It's the largest canyon, and it just has layers upon layers of colorful clay that just looks so beautiful.
Nice description from Hannah right there.
Hannah, I feel like Hannah lives in New York right now.
Yeah, it's almost like she's living there.
The way she wears a sweater. Alright, so next what we have?
Okay, so for the next country, let's have a look at France. In the spirit of the World Cup. Yes,
yeah.
France and Argentina.
Between France and Argentina.
Who would like to describe where France is on the world map?
Atlan?
Teacher, may I try?
Yep, Adlan.
It's on the right side of the map, right?
Oh, so now it's on
and
the right side? Okay.
Yes. It's on the edges of the Europe continent, and I'm pretty sure it's on the same area as Poland. It's like
Okay, I found Poland here. So, okay. So this is France.
Right.
May I ask, Adlan, what is the most iconic place in France that you would like to just describe right now?
I'm pretty sure everybody knows it's the Eiffel Tower.
Yeah, we've got the merchandise there,
Yeah.
Eiffel Tower. So why have you selected Eiffel Tower as an iconic place or building?
Well, to be honest, everybody knows Eiffel Tower, but may I tell about my personal choice of iconic place in France?
Oh, okay.
Yes,
yes,
it's different than Eiffel Tower, then we want to know what is it?
It's actually the Louvre Museum.
Okay. Oh, Louvre Museum. All right. So why have you selected a museum? Most pupils
It's
would
the
think that
biggest-
museums are boring.
Yeah.
I think, it depends on someone's perspective, and I won't say that I'm a big fan of art, but I would love to try something new since I read somewhere that there is almost 500,000 art pieces there.
Okay, interesting. So especially for
So it's
people,
art museum, right?
yes.
Okay.
For people who really appreciate, some people just go there to take pictures.
Yes.
But Adlan is, another level.
For a different experience, a new
Yes.
experience of understanding art in that sense.
Okay, so we have another place here, Argentina.
Argentina. The most
Where?
happiest place on the earth right
Really?
now.
Oh, yeah.
Right now.
Yeah, right now. Okay, where is Argentina? Anyone?
Who wants to try?
Me too.
Azim.
Okay, Hazim.
So I believe Argentina is located beside Chile, which is the longest country in the world.
Okay, so, okay, I found Chile
And
here.
And it's below Brazil.
Below Brazil. Okay, so beside Chile here, below Brazil. Chile is interesting, an interesting country because it's very long, the longest country in the world.
Right, okay.
So Argentina, okay, let me ask Hazim, what is Argentina most well known for other than the World Cup?
Other than Messi.
Yeah, other than Messi.
Argentina, I believe that Argentina have a great passion in soccer, and as well as their places to visit is very, very riveting. And one of the most renowned place in Argentina is Buenos Aires. I don't know if I
Yes,
pronounced it
Buenos
right.
Aires
but-
is where Messi
yeah.
lives.
Okay.
It's a very famous place, Azim.
Right. Hazim there has used the word riveting, which means interesting. So yeah, that's one way for Hazim to power up in his speaking as well as
Yes.
writing. That's a good attempt there. Okay, so that should be it for our segment for
All right. I think pretty much I would say that I was very excited to learn and understand about different places around the world and describing it. Because learning and understanding is one, but actually describing it by ourselves, it's an interesting effort, I would say. Thank you so much, Teacher Emira, for getting us through the entire lesson. And can we have a quick summary, perhaps, about the entire segment, about the geographical description?
I think what we learned today, we have been able to enhance our vocabulary by using low frequency words which are less commonly used by other people. So other than impressing other people, it's not just about being impressive, it's about showing that you have more ability in expressing your thoughts well. So that's why people should learn language, and Hazim there is wants to be a linguist, I think. So that's part of the reason why I encourage students to definitely learn language in great depth. Yeah.
All right. So probably speaking about pupils, right? Even pupils at home, I'm sure they've participated well in terms of, finding out their favorite vacation spot, finding out the description about each country. So probably can we give an overall feedback performance for the pupils who joined us virtually from SMK Pasir Gudang?
I think they did an excellent job because they have definitely followed through in the instructions, and they have given us some very interesting words for us to ponder upon and to think about their, how they can help us express ourselves better. Yeah, so excellent job by the pupils. How about where we can find the materials though?
Yes, where can pupils at home as well, they'll be looking at it and they want to understand and learn more about this particular topic, and where can they find the materials?
So I believe we can find the materials on Pelantar Delima KPM. So do check out that particular platform and be as resourceful as you can in order to learn further about the topic.
All right, with that, let's also say thank you to our pupils who joined us virtually. Thank you so much, Hazim, Hana, Ifa and Adlan. I'm sure I'm going to check out the island that Adlan has mentioned.
Yes, the artificial
in Dubai.
island.
So I'm definitely checking that out. Thank you so much, pupils. And thank you, teacher. And let's also thank our lovely interpreter, teacher Azliana Mazuri from SK Pendidikan Khas Jalan Batu B. Thank you, teacher, for being us through the entire session. With that, pupils at home and everyone, thank you so much for joining us here at D-Day TV KPM, particularly on a geographical description, understanding a lot about the world around us and describing it in our own opinion. Right, thank you so much. This is Divya, and we'll see you some other time. Thank you. Take care, peoples. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.